Yo, what's going on, y'all? So the question is, do you want a traditional spouse? And the way that this question came up is I was having a conversation with someone online, and I seen they had commented, they were talking to someone else, and they were saying they were talking about men. And they were saying that, men want a traditional woman to do all these other things or whatever, but yet they're not, the protectors, providers, or whatever that they used to be back then. Okay? I'm not going to argue with that. I just got a question. I'm thinking, to the men that do have, the resources to do so. Because there are men out there that can protect and provide. This is not a whole entire generation or a whole world out there where no man protects and provides. There are men out there that are doing this for their woman, for their lady. So we do know that they do exist. So the question that I have is to the women that are, putting that out there and saying that, they want a specific type of guy. Are you a traditional young lady? And I just posed the question. I was like, I'm just asking, are most of these women, because I try not to point it at the person or point it at the individual. I just want to ask the question, like, most of these women that are asking for traditional men, are they a traditional woman? Because I think more times than not, I don't think they are. And so she asked, she was like, well, what do you consider a traditional woman in your opinion? It's like, okay, I can take a little stab at this thing or whatnot, and we can try to navigate through this, and you just let me know if I'm wrong or whatever. But I was like, first let's go ahead and lay down some ground or whatnot, because there was a lot of comments going on. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put it all in the net of things or whatever. When you think about a traditional man, especially from what I've seen on this post from young women and whatnot, a lot of them have been talking about protecting and providing. Every time you bring up a traditional man, that's the main thing. Provision, protection, providing, a lot like an emphasis on the providing part. Don't worry, I got all day. My bad, it cut off for a second. I forgot my phone actually overheats when it gets too hot, when I have the charger, when I have the phone plugged in and the charger. Anyway, so, just to give a little busting there, I was speaking about traditional men. You're basically talking about protection, providing, those things. The guy that's going to take care of the household or whatever, protect the young lady, protect the family if you guys have children. And I was like, the thing about this whole entire post is, we're speaking about a man protecting and providing. What is he protecting and providing? Who is he protecting and providing? What type of person is that young lady? Is that traditional young lady? Well, a traditional young lady, at least back in the day, from my understanding, I'm not gonna say from my understanding was, he was protecting and providing from someone that knew, what their place was. They understood that a man is the head of the house. And I'm not speaking about, the worst of the worst. No, I'm speaking about a young lady that has made a very conscious decision about who she wants to be with, which is, again, a protector and provider or whatever the best that she can get, the best that she can get or whatever. All right, speaking about that young lady. So this young lady understands that I'm going to be soft. I'm going to be cooperative. I'm going to make sure that I take care of the household or whatever. Make sure things are clean. make sure when he gets off from work, it's, you know, hot meal on the table waiting on him. I'm going to make sure that the children are, you know, fed, bathed, and, you know, after they eat, they're going to be ready for bed or whatever, after family time, whatever the case may be. And after the children go to bed, that's going to be me and his time, just me and him. And one of the most important things is a young lady that have protected her womb. Haven't given it to another man. She hasn't been out there having children. I'm thinking about a traditional woman. All right, back in the day, you didn't hear about, you know, these promiscuous women. You didn't hear about these women having children by another man, and men in large, you know, taking care of these type of women. Most of the time, you know, speaking from the things that I've seen, you know, growing up, the guys got married to the women that took care of their body. All right, they took care of their body, they took care of themselves, they took care of the household, they took care of the children. They didn't complain because they understood that I have a duty to make sure that if he's doing those things, but I mean, I'm not even gonna say if he's doing those things. It was just in them, you know. This is how they were raised from 8-9 years old. You know what I'm saying? They understood, you know, cooking, and as long as I'm in this house, I'm going to make sure that everybody is fed. Forget the mom aspect of things. Forget all of that's just how I was raised. That's just how, you know, certain people were raised. As long as I'm in this household, you know, I understood when my dad, when he got off from work, you know what I mean? I'm going to make sure that the food is on the table if mom's is or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so you have those things. When I think about a traditional woman, that's what pops into my head. Someone all right. Because this thing is acting up. Come on, fam. I'm trying to get over. Anyway, because this thing is acting up, man, I gotta figure out. I'm gonna try to maybe start going live from my other phone, man, so I can really get my doggone thoughts out there instead of having to pause and having these interrupted live streams. I know it's getting on y'all nerves as well, man, but you know, hopefully soon, man. But yeah, when it comes to traditional versus non-traditional, I don't think that you should be one of these people out here looking for a traditional type of person and you're not traditional yourself. All right, that goes for men and women. You know what I mean? You're asking for too much. Your prices is too high, and a lot of people, your life has shown you that you shouldn't be asking for those prices. But you know, you can continue to do what you do, man. But things ain't gonna change. Life is gonna continue to show you this is just how things are. Unless you change, this ain't gonna change. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here before the thing cut off again, man. Y'all be blessed, y'all be beautiful, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Workout time, baby.